right, so today we are going to be doing a project for summer and for 4th of July. So go ahead and get yourself 2 white pieces of paper. It does not matter what size they are, you get to decide, right? This is your project. So I'm gonna be making fireworks and a flag. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my page full of fireworks. So think of 4th of July and how the sky is just filled with fireworks. They're everywhere. They're beautiful. They're colorful. They're bright. They're large. They're overlapping. Like, think about the finale at the end of a fireworks show, whether it's 4th of July or maybe you went to Disney World and you saw the fireworks at Disney World, whatever you want. So I'm going to use markers and crayons for this. So I'm going to work on my fireworks first. So I'm going to show you a couple ways on how to make fireworks. Oops. So I'm just going to use my markers, and the easiest way for me to make a firework is start at one point and make a line. Then I'm going to start back at that point nearby and make another line. And I'm going to go around in a circle, just making lines. So it's kind of like a starburst. Then I'm going to switch up the color and go in between the 2 blues. I'm just making little lines. I could come back and make little lines to make it look like the firework is exploding. If you don't have markers, you can do this with color pencils or crayons too. Okay, so that's one way to make a firework. My next way to make a firework is with like a rainbow. So I'm just gonna draw a rainbow. And I'm gonna go back to that same spot. I'm not gonna touch that where I started. I'm gonna start right next to it, kind of like with this one. And I'm gonna make another rainbow, but this one's gonna kind of curve a little bit. And I'm gonna start again, and now I'm gonna do like a backward C, an upside down rainbow that goes off the page, and then I'm gonna come back over the top. So I've got like a pinwheel spinning around in a circle. So now I'm gonna go and get another color and do the same thing. So I'm just making this curved C, almost rainbow shape, and going all the ways around. And they can be, your fireworks can be as big as you want, as little as you want. You get to decide, this is your picture. So if I want to make a firework, maybe that's super bright and exploding in the middle of the sky, I'm gonna take my marker and make a line. And these lines are gonna connect, and they're gonna be little lines that go all the ways around in a circle. Then I'm gonna grab another color, and I'm going to actually touch those lines, and I'm gonna go around like so in a circle. And they can overlap, and I want to fill it in because I'm going to do a couple layers of this. And then I'm going to go back to the pink and do the same thing. I'm just going to make little lines. This firework, you can do 2 colors, you can do 3 colors, you can do 4 colors, however you want. And the cool thing about this size firework is you can make it as large as you want too. And then I'm going to go back to do my blue. And I'm just making lines. Notice how I'm not scrabbling. I'm not going up and down with my marker. I'm just taking my time and just going around in a circle and making the lines. I'm gonna do one more with the pink. And if my fireworks touch each other, that's totally fine because then it actually looks more realistic as if it was a real fireworks show. So I'm just gonna carefully go all the ways around. Let's do another one. Just like this one, I'm gonna come down here and I'm just gonna make a line, 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 line. If it goes off the page, that's totally fine. I'm gonna get a new color, line, 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 oops, line, line. This one I'm actually gonna do 3 colors, so I'm just gonna take my other color marker and I'm gonna go in and add some more lines. You want to fill up your, this is the sky of my fireworks for my picture, so I want to make sure I'm filling it up with lots of colors and I'm making it really bright because later we're going to go in and color the sky in, so I want to make sure that I fill it up with as many fireworks as possible. Let's add a green one. So I'm going to do another one of the spirals. So again, I'm going to come up here and do like a rainbow, another rainbow, and it's just going to keep going around and around and around. Now this one's a little bit tricky, so when you're starting in the middle, remember it's like a rainbow, and then if it's easier, just twist your paper, make another rainbow, twist your paper, make another rainbow, and just keep going around if that's easier for you. See, and my paper could totally be this way if I wanted. All right, so let's add a couple more. So I'm gonna do a large one that goes off the page here. And again, there's gonna be lots of overlapping, that's totally fine because it's like the end of 4th of July or wherever you are, and it's the grand finale of the fireworks, and they're exploding everywhere, and we wanna have lots of color in our sky. So for every single firework, you'll notice that I'm using just lines, some sort of line. I'm not drawing any shapes, I'm just using lines to create my fireworks. Let's make a little one of these over here. Again, just making lines, taking my time to fill it in. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've filled in all my fireworks. I could probably add a couple more if I want. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the sky. My paper is white right now, so I'm gonna take a crayon. I've taken a blue crayon and I went ahead and I ripped all the paper off. So now I'm gonna hold it to the side. I'm gonna use my thumb and my finger, and I'm gonna hold it on the side like this, and I'm just gonna push the crayon across the page. Again, I'm just pushing the crayon across the page, and I'm filling in the sky. Notice how quickly that is, and it's giving the fireworks are still popping because I used markers. I'm just gonna kind of fill it in really quickly. And there is my sky. All right, so now we're ready for my flag. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this aside. I'm gonna grab my other piece of paper. I'm gonna use a black marker for this. You can use a black marker, or I encourage you to use a pencil first and then trace it with a black marker afterwards. So this paper is the same size as my other paper. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a flag pole. So I'm going to draw 2 lines. One line here, I'm gonna leave it a little bit of a space because I'm gonna color my flagpole in. And then at the top of that line, I'm just gonna kind of do like a letter C and a backward C, and I'm gonna connect them. So that's gonna be my flagpole. I might color this black or silver or gray. So now my flag is gonna be like the letter S. I want it to look like it's waving in the air in the wind. So I'm gonna start underneath the ball of the flagpole, and I'm gonna do a rainbow and a smile, and it's gonna go off the page. So I'm gonna leave some space down here, and again, I'm gonna do a rainbow and a smile. Notice how these 2 lines are the exact same. So just do the best that you can. So again, I went up and I came back down in a smile. So now I'm gonna make an American flag, so I need to make a little square here. So I'm gonna go down, and then I want this line, instead of being straight, I want it to be curved just like that one. So I'm just gonna kind of do another rainbow like that. So now I'm gonna make some stripes on my flag. So I'm just gonna kind of do this, I'm gonna copy the same line that I have here. So I'm just gonna kind of do a smile, and I'm gonna see how many, gonna try and fit as many as possible. So when I come down here, I'm gonna do my rainbow and my smile, my rainbow and my smile, my rainbow and my smile. So I encourage you to do this with pencils first and then trace it with black marker if you would like to. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add little stars. Stars are really hard, right? So easiest way for me to make a star is just going, this is a really large one. So I'm gonna do a upside down V, a sideways V, another sideways V, and then I'm gonna do 2 V's on the bottom. Okay, obviously that's not going in there. I'm gonna cut this out, so that's why it's there. But I'm just gonna do the best that I can. So I'm gonna do a upside down V, sideways V, regular V's. And I'm just gonna try and fit as many as possible as I can. If stars are really hard for you, that's totally fine. If you would rather just go in and add some circles maybe, if this is your flag, maybe if it's easier for you to just make some dots, that's fine too. We're gonna go ahead and color it in a second too, so I'm just doing it the best that I can. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna color my flag. I'm gonna cut it out too, but I'm gonna color it first. So I can use crayons, color pencils, whatever you have. I'm just gonna use some color pencils really quickly. So these are my favorite woodless pencils. So because I'm gonna color it out, I'm just going to quickly color in the pole. If I go outside the line, that's okay, because I am gonna cut it out. And then it's an American flag, so I need blue and red. So I'm just gonna carefully color it in and get ready to cut it out. All right, friends, so I went ahead and I finished coloring my flag. Notice that I went carefully around the white stars. I didn't rush, I was taking my time. So now when you cut your flag out, you're gonna cut on that black line or your pencil line, and you're leaving all the white paper. You're just cutting the flag out. So you're carefully closing your scissors, and you're carefully rotating your paper and turning your paper. So you're only cutting out the flag. Carefully going around the circle of the flagpole. And if you accidentally cut something off here, that's totally fine, because you're going to glue it on anyway. So if I accidentally cut it a part of the flagpole, it's okay, because I'm going to be gluing it all together. All right, so there's my flag. It's separated from the white paper. I'm going to recycle my paper. So now I'm ready to go ahead and glue my flag on. So I get to decide where on my picture I want it to go. I could put it here. Maybe I want to flip it around. I'm actually going to flip it around and leave it here. So I'm going to use a liquid glue. And I'm going to make sure that my flagpole needs to touch the bottom of the paper. I do not want it flying up here, because then it's going to look like my flagpole is flying. So I'm just going to do some dots along the flagpole. And then I'm going to do some dots on the flag. And I'm going to carefully flip it over. And I'm going to line it up to the bottom of the paper so that my flagpole is not flying. So now it looks like I've got a beautiful 4th of July sky, I've got a beautiful flag, and I'm ready for summer. So I can't wait to see your pictures, your projects. I hope you enjoy this one.